Alright guys, welcome to another episode of Critter Chatter. Today we are definitely going to be more focused and we're not going to have a 20-minute video. I have notes. We're going to begin. First thing we're going to do is show off a big female roach. This is a Discoid roach. One of my viewers, one of you guys told me that my roaches seem to be very docile, and to an extent you can make any roach that way. Oops, just bumped the camera. By just being calm with it, working with it. Don't, like when it gets scared, if you cup it with your hand, you can see how calm it is. But anyways, we're going to talk about lifespan real quick. When these guys are born, they start off real small. This is about the smallest I have. As you can see, the adults are much bigger. Anyways, they start off even smaller than that, but that's the smallest that I have. But it takes them about 6 months to reach the size of this female right here. From there, they'll live about 14 months. So for a total of around 2 years. So for every adult roach, you should get about 14 months of breeding, give or take accidents or the roach not having good health or conditions, overbreeding, etc. Any number of things that could cause their life to end short. Something I forgot to mention was that this is what a nymph looks like right before it becomes an adult. This one has a few more sheds before it becomes an adult, but it will become an adult, and it will be, let's see, this will be a female. Let's see, right here. If you look, see the bottom plate right here? You can tell that's a female. Alright, next we're going to talk about birth. Alright, this is a pregnant female. I'll tell you in a minute how we can tell it's a female. But she's going to give birth in about a month and a half to 2 months. She'll give birth to 20 to 35 nymphs. And she'll give live birth. Right now she has an ootheca inside of her, which is what you call a roach's egg sac. And they give live birth because they hold this egg sac inside of them. Periodically throughout their pregnancy, they will protrude the ootheca from their body, and they will do this to help regulate the temperature, moisture, etc., stuff like that. I think it's mostly to do with temperature. Okay, you're getting a little bit wild. But anyways, and from there, 6 months, you'll have adult roaches, and then another 2 months, you'll have adults that are breeding. So it takes about 8 months for a Discoid roach nymph to start producing and become a pregnant, glorious female, as we see right here. Look at this thing. She is absolutely stunning. Look at her. She's beautiful. And the next thing we're going to talk about is sexing. So, how I can tell this is a beautiful female, other than, you know, look at its gorgeous wings. Let's cup it real quick. Oh, you gonna fight me? Gotcha. So, let's see if I can get it in the camera. Alright, look at that bottom plate. We'll see if we can get it at an angle. See the bottom plate of its abdomen? See how it's one big plate? Right here. That part. One big plate. See, I can't. There we go. This is a better angle. Right here. One big giant plate. That's how we tell it's a female. Also, if you look, see how it dips down the belly? That's also how we can tell. Another way is the weight. This roach is heavy when compared to a male. A male feels like a feather, and a pregnant female has a little bit of weight to her. Now we're gonna find a male real quick. All right, this is the female underbelly. See how dark it is? And again, we want to look and see we got that one big plate. And again, look at them gorgeous wings. Look at that beautiful female. Look at that. That's a beautiful roach. God, that's such a pretty roach. Alright, now we have our male. Now we're going to look at the belly. Now look right here. See how the plates are smaller? Something I forgot to mention is if you look at the underbelly. See how the underbelly is more of a brown and yellow? The males have a lighter underbelly to the females, which I'll actually pick up another female and then I'll edit it. You'll see that I have already said this. All right, guys. Now we're going to talk about food options. Any kind of vegetable honestly works. I'd avoid citrus, or not citrus, but things like tomatoes. Obviously, they mold easy. They do like things that are citrus, like oranges, tangerines, anything like that. They are supposed to be something like an aphrodisiac for roaches. It is something that I've heard my whole life. I don't know how true it holds, so like actually don't quote me on that. So you'll just have to see, but you'll see that they do like citrus a lot more than other fruit. But you got collard greens, you got kale, you have carrots, you have any vegetable like that. Those are all really good options to feed these guys, and they're good for gut loading for your feeder insects. Obviously, you wouldn't want to use a roach this big to feed unless you were doing something like, I don't know, maybe feeding a bearded dragon, but to be completely honest, I would rather find a big male that's already turned winged and feed them that, than potentially feed them this female. We don't want to do that, you know. So I would never feed something like this. I would grab a male that I have extra of, or I'm going to have extra of, and that's who I'm going to end up feeding. If you shave your carrots up, they're really good. If you use some kind of mandolin or a potato peeler or some kind of blender, anything to cut the carrots up into really small pieces, the roaches will do really good with them. If you leave them in really big chunks, they have a harder time eating them. Same thing with collard greens, the stems. They're really good at eating the leaves, but they don't like the stems as much as the leaves. And lettuce is honestly only good as a moisture source. So like, I will substitute lettuce in once a week. I'll feed them something nutritious like carrots or collards or kale or something like that, and then the second feeding of the week I will go with something like lettuce that is just there for moisture, and let them eat their dry food, which is wheat bran or a pig chow that I buy, that I covered in the breeding guide for these guys. That basically covers it for today's Critter Chatter, guys. Unedited, this video is 11 minutes. Obviously it'll be a little bit shorter than that, and hopefully it'll be more digestible. And just throwing it out there, if you're still listening, interact with this video, comment, tell me if this one was better than the last ones, and if you have seen it, and if you think that this is a more tolerable length, or you know what it is, you tell me. I need to hear from you guys. I really need to hear from you guys. So just like, please comment. Tell me something. Tell me I suck. Tell me I'm awesome. Tell me my roaches are cool. Or tell me you want me to do another bug. I mean, like, if it's affordable and I can do it, I'll go and buy it. And I'll learn how to breed it, and I'll make a guide, and, you know, we'll grow as a channel and as a community. But if you like this video and have it in your critter-loving heart, give this video a like, a subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more videos in the future like this. And as always, from the Gizzards and I, have a wonderful day.